team
Right.
and for Cole Stoudt. How do you approach it without letting that become overwhelming?
Just prepare like any other game, and, knowing that there's going to be a loud and crazy environment, and just know that you got to go out there and just perform, be the best you can be, and just kind of have a mindset of this is a big game. You got to go in there with the right attitude and everything. Just kind of know there's going to be adversity sometimes throughout the game. You got to know to move past that and just keep going on the next play and just be the best you can be.
Great teams, great coaches like the opportunity of putting the team in this situation because it feeds off of the negativity. Are you guys like that?
Oh yeah, we always want to having a game like this or something like that. Just kind of makes the team a little bit stronger and makes people more mentally focused, and it really brings out different play out of some players. Just kind of like, it's a stressful situation. Sometimes they play different, sometimes play a little bit better. But it's just something that we've always focused on, something that we've always tried to improve on. And I know that going in there it's going to be fun. And just kind of we're going to make the best of it. And just kind of let loose and have some fun.
How did playing in Georgia a couple weeks ago prepare you for that environment you're going to face Saturday night?
It helped us a lot. Going in there in a hostile environment like that, having it loud and playing in front of all those people. Knowing that it's probably going to be the same situation going in there, just for how loud it's going to be, and just kind of know how it's going to be is all a mental focus that you got to get prepared for. Being in Georgia has really helped.
When you hear that word chant, what pops in your mind? I mean, obviously, it just speaks college football and tradition.
Yeah, it's just something that different colleges have different things, and sometimes they just do it to get it really loud and blow you off, but sometimes you kind of take it in, get you a little bit pumped up, and just kind of go out there and just have some fun. And just it's part of the game. It's something that you just don't really have to keep focusing on. Just kind of play through it.
From the two games that you've seen from the Florida State defense, is there any really significant changes from what you saw last year? I know there's different players, different D coordinator, but do they kind of still play the kind of same way?
Yeah, a little bit here and there, yeah, but it's just something that there's some new things, some different things, and there's some same things, but it's something that it's all in the game plan that we got to go in there, and they could be showing one thing and play something totally different when the game starts, but it's they still play that hard edge. They're still a powerhouse team. Just always get prepared for anything, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to get in the film room and just constantly keep preparing and just be ready for anything.
You look at that secondary, and they love to play a lot of man-to-man. Do you think there's probably maybe some chances, probably taking advantage of that with your receivers?
Oh yeah, you can always take it. There's always shots and everything you can take advantage throughout a game. And, like I said before, it's all going to be in the game plan of what we come up with in the meetings and out in practices.
It may seem strange at the end of a big blowout, but I mean, did you feel good about leading that touchdown drive at the end of last year's game, that you were able to kind of gain some yards and be productive?
Yeah, it was exciting going in there, and especially without that being the national championship team. It's fun going in there and getting some reps, especially against Florida State, and kind of taking them down for that drive where it was about 17 plays or something like that, and getting that touchdown. And I was at the time I was excited, but I was still kind of mad because we were losing the game. But it's something that that was last year, and this is a new year, and kind of have a different mentality going in there and be the best that you can be.
What are some of the components you've seen out of Artavis Scott that looks like it maybe gives him the chance to be a pretty special player around here in the future?
Yeah, he's a great athlete and a great player, and since day one that he got here, he's been putting 100% in, and it's really showed, especially in that last game where he broke Sammy's record for receiving yard or something like that, and it was good seeing him improve like that and have his success like that. He's going to be a great player, and he's constantly getting better, and it's very exciting to see him develop as a player.
Does he seem like a freshman to you still, or does he still do some things that obviously we don't see that going, yeah, that guy's still young, or is he pretty much wise, kind of beyond his years?
Yeah, he's a very wise player. He's very smart. He's constantly getting better. And, there are tendencies where you see him do things like, wow, that's really even taught anything like that. He's just kind of an instinct player. And, there are things where it makes him look like he's not like a freshman, but he's a heck of an athlete, and he gives 100% every single play. It's just exciting to see him go out there and perform.
adamant about keeping the tempo up, despite trying to keep Jameis Winston off the field. Do you think that the importance of sustaining drives is maybe more important in this game than ever before, just knowing what they've got on the other side?
I think we just have to go out there and just execute and be the best that we can be. And if we execute properly, our tempo will pick up, and the speed of the game will get faster. And I think we just have to go out there and against Georgia, we had way too many mental errors. We had I don't know how many, but it's just way too many, and you can't really win a game with that many mental errors. And I think this game we just have to really focus on being our best and just execute plays, and everything else kind of play out on its own.
Does Coach Morris talk to you about Proctor in 06? You got a senior that goes into Florida State?
Coach Sweeney talked to me about that. He texted me last week telling me about it. It's kind of, you say history repeats itself. I'm just saying, but it's cool. It's kind of like the same situation, but it's something that it's weird, but it's kind of cool at the same time that you get put in the same situation. But it's you're not guaranteed an outcome. So go out and play. So
Cole, any time that Coach Sweeney's asked, he says, Cole's our quarterback. Chad Morris was just up here, said a dozen times, Cole's our quarterback. Is it beginning to get frustrating that people like us and fans and people on the outside ask that question over and over again?
No, it's not frustrating because I know what the coaches are feeling and what the players are feeling, and I know my situation, and I know I've won the job. And, I don't really focus on what other people have to say because they don't know what's going on in the meeting rooms or out in practice. And it's just something that I really don't really focus on.
With the emergence of